In this video, we will look into the xamoom service app. After you have prepared everything needed for your rollout, namely the smart labels and any additional access technologies you want to use, you can download the service app from any app store to make the next step significantly easier.
Once everything you need for rolling out is ready, prepare your smart labels and additional access technology that you are planning to use. Make sure that you have downloaded and installed the xamoom service app. Open the app and log into your account in question. After logging in, you will land on this screen and will be able to choose whether you wanted to create a new marker or replace an old one. When assigning markers for new smart labels going out for the first time, you will be working with the first option. This is also the option that will be most needed and used. Let us test it. The next step gives us two options. One lets us proceed by scanning a QR code, and the other one skips the QR code scanning step. I have already prepared two smart labels, one with a QR code and the other one without. Choosing the QR code scanning option will let us assign the marker that is connected with the link used for the QR code. On the other hand, skipping the scanning option will select and assign a random free marker from the system. If I decided to use the second card, I would choose the option without QR. But for now, let's go ahead and select the option with QR scanning. This leads us to the next step, which is scanning the QR code. After the QR has been scanned, we'll enter the third step. This is the step where we can write any additional NFCs or beacons that are planned to be connected to our spot. As I want to add an NFC to my smart label, I will choose the NFC option and touch an NFC tag to the phone to write it. Make sure you position it correctly at the back of your phone, and after it has been successfully written, you will be sent back to the previous screen. Since I do not want to add any other technology, I will go ahead and continue to the next step. This will let me choose a specific spot to be assigned to the marker. In the last step, you will be able to see the 10 closest spots to you. But if you wanted a spot that is not on this list, you can go search for it by clicking the search icon on the top right corner of the app. Once you have found your desired spot, click on it and the spot will be assigned to the marker. This concludes the process of assigning new markers. Replacing a marker will be needed, for example, when one of your smart labels has been destroyed and needs to be replaced. I have here an example of such. As you can see, the QR has been completely destroyed and couldn't possibly be scanned anymore. You can in advance prepare some new non-assigned smart labels and then assign them to any spots that need theirs replaced. As my label has been destroyed, I will go ahead and click on replacing the marker for this spot. In the first step, I get to choose the spot with the broken marker. After clicking on it, and in case of my spot having more markers assigned selecting the ID of the broken marker, I will be sent to the next step. Here I can choose whether I want to scan a QR code for a specific marker, if I have already prepared one, or proceed without the scanning. This way, a randomly chosen free marker from the system will be assigned. Since my label does not have a QR code, I have simply selected the option without the QR scanning. In the last step, I again have the option to write any NFCs or beacons. In case we do not have any prepared at the moment, we can finish the process and come back and repeat the process from scratch later. After we are done, we'll end back at the first screen and can continue with the next marker we need.
To sum it up, there are two options, one for assigning a new marker to a spot and another one for replacing a broken marker with a new one. Both have their specific uses and times when they would be needed. May the app serve you well.
xamoom, joyful discoveries.